Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. I'm Anthony Lugg. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Manchester rocked by another fatal shooting. Low turnout at popular farmers market. And in sports, West Indies captain disappointed with performance in recent series. Now the details. The police in Manchester are investigating yet another murder, the fourth in 3 days. The latest incident happened in Cedar Grove District Tuesday night. Residents reported hearing loud explosions and alerted the police. 3 men were discovered suffering from gunshot wounds. One of them later succumbed to his injuries. His identity remains unknown. Residents in Cornwall Mountain in Westmoreland say the community has been left tense following the death of a woman from the area. Natalie Gooden succumbed to injuries she sustained after being allegedly tortured by her boyfriend earlier this month. The accused, Colin James, otherwise called Andy, was later nabbed by the lawmen and charged for Gooden's murder.
Why come on, the tense away. Real. Down and look for this.
So what do you hear happened?
Me hear that he must stay up a woman up there and must burn him up with the hotel and something like that. I must say that a beating.
There's a call for ongoing psychosocial support for child victims of Hurricane Melissa. The issue was raised at the close of the JCF Children's Advocacy, Recovery and Empowerment or CARE initiative. Details in this report.
It's already been established that the road to recovery following Hurricane Melissa will be a long one, especially for the victims. Replacing material possessions aside, the psychological impact is another issue they've had to contend with. And it's not just adults, but children too.
So one of the things that we have seen is a fear for rain. You would think something as beautiful as rain would be something that people would enjoy. But for these children who have experienced Melissa, it wasn't just rain, it was a horrific storm. So they are terrified. There were children who were not able to sleep properly, just being fearful. Children who their parents have lost everything, the dislocation, the trauma, just the uncertainty, no electricity. We know it's a digital age. Not being able to be connected the way they're accustomed to.
The Jamaica Constabulary Force has joined a number of organizations providing psychosocial intervention for child victims of Hurricane Melissa. Head of the Constabulary Communications Network, Superintendent Delia Garrick, says not only should it be ongoing, but introducing them to coping mechanisms is important.
We also design a special post-Melissa activity book that allows the children in their own time to do activities through coloring, identifying feelings, and helping them to work through some of the experiences that they're having now.
She further noted that children are also vulnerable to abuse.
In this environment where persons are sharing common spaces, just to look out for the red flags, how to identify potential risk, how to power up these children for them to understand good touch, bad touch. We also reminding parents that it is critical now, more than ever, to be able to listen to our children, to just get an understanding of all their experiences, for them to tell you how they feel about certain situations. So CISOCA is a part of this. Our Community Safety and Security Branch is a part of this with our school resource officers, and we have other stakeholders on board who are trained professionals to deal with things that put our children at risk and to provide counseling and other intervention.
Janella Precious, TVJ News.
Where customers once jam-packed the stalls has now quieted down at the annual farmers market in Greenacre, St. Catherine. Even with the small crowd, there's still a strong determination as farmers work to recover from Hurricane Melissa. Aliyah Bryant has the details.
Despite the low turnout and heavy losses from Hurricane Melissa, some farmers are still showing up. Farmers say the aftermath of the hurricane has kept both vendors and customers away.
A lot of persons will walk away. Some people hesitate before buying, but it's understandable because the prices are higher. So it's understandable. And sweet pepper is 800 per pound, sorrel 800 per pound, and Scotch bonnet pepper is actually the dearest. It's $4,000 per pound.
Among the customers was Member of Parliament for West Central St. Catherine, Dr. Christopher Tufton. He says most of the produce being sold came from St. Anne. He also says some farmers were affected more severely than others.
The thing about tropical countries like Jamaica is that there's always something in abundance. So if you can't make lemon juice, you can make cucumber juice. You know, if you can't eat lettuce, you can eat cucumber as a vegetable. So my encouragement to Jamaicans is that you look at what you can afford, look at the variety that's there, and make use of what is in abundance.
It's estimated that the damage to the agriculture sector by the hurricane is at $30 billion. It could be some time before farmers fully recover from the devastating impact. Aliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
And it's time for a break, but stay with us. More stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News, and thanks for staying with us. Amid the challenges facing communities this year, a message of hope is emerging in St. Elizabeth, where the police are spreading holiday cheer through the Shop with a Cop initiative. Antonia Atkinson has the details.
Smiles, laughter, and Christmas joy filled the streets of Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth as children and families enjoyed a special shopping experience with members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The Shop with a Cop initiative allows police officers to give back to vulnerable members of the community, helping families prepare for the festive season. The program is even more important this year as many residents are still recovering from the impact of Hurricane Melissa. Speaking with TVJ News, head of the St. Elizabeth Police Division, Superintendent Coleridge Minto, says the initiative goes beyond gifts and is about bringing hope and support when it's needed most.
I have with me the entire management team of the St. Elizabeth Division, and we are here with the CSS officers and several other police officers, and approximately 200 children from various communities across the parish that have joined us today with this initiative that we're having in terms of our Shop with a Cop. I'm very pleased to see the turnout. It is by far the largest number of children that we have seen.
Superintendent Minto also added that initiatives like Shop with a Cop serve as a powerful reminder that even in difficult times, community, care, and hope continue to prevail.
I want to say thanks to all the persons and our partners who supported us, who assisted us to ensure that this day would be a reality. And so to the police, to the parents, to the stakeholders, to all those who contributed in one way or the other, thank you. When we leave here in this tour right in the commercial district of Santa Cruz, we will head to the Santa Cruz police station where all the children will benefit from a meal, and then we have a play area.
And we love it a lot, and we'll hope it to happen many more years. And I hope God will bless you and continue to prosper you and let things be better all the time. And to the police officers that came with us, may God protect you all and give you strength and confidence to continue to do the excellent job that you're doing. And we all love you.
Antonia Atkinson, TVJ News.
And here's a preview of what's coming up in this evening's health report.
In this evening's health report, we look at stroke risks during the holiday season.
So B stands for loss of balance. E stands for loss of vision in one or more eye. F, facial weakness. So your face becomes twisted to one side. A, weakness in an arm or a leg, and it's usually on the same side. S for speech, slurred speech, or the individual has difficulty understanding what is being said. T, time to act. Go to the nearest hospital.
That's the health report in Primetime News at 7. And now for today's healthy living tip. If you're having a stroke, call emergency services immediately. Do not wait or drive yourself. Note the time of symptom onset and keep calm and avoid certain actions.
And it's now time for the Business Minute.
West Indies Petroleum Terminal has officially begun trading on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, marking a significant milestone for Jamaica's energy sector. The company listed by introduction with just over 11 billion ordinary shares trading at 50 cents each, giving it a market value of approximately 5.6 billion Jamaican dollars. Chairman Charles Chambers described the move as historic, noting that no comparable energy infrastructure asset is currently listed on the JSE. He also highlighted the terminal's strategic importance with fuel storage capacity exceeding 750,000 barrels. In the United States, the Federal Communications Commission has effectively banned the next generation of Chinese-made drones. The rule prohibits the import, sale, and use of any foreign manufactured drone models, including those made by industry leader DJI. U.S. authorities say the drones pose cybersecurity and national security risks, citing concerns they could be used for surveillance, data collection, and destructive operations, despite their widespread use in construction, agriculture, emergency response, and videography. For the Business Minute, I'm Prince Moore.
Time now for a look at some of the top regional and international stories.
In the region, health authorities in Barbados are reporting at least 2 deaths and a growing increase in respiratory illness cases, mainly among adults. The Ministry of Health says cases rose to nearly 40 in 1 week, with some patients hospitalized. Officials say influenza and RSV are the main causes and are urging good hygiene, mask use in healthcare settings, and extra caution for vulnerable groups. And on the international scene, the Trump administration is imposing sanctions on 5 people it accuses of trying to suppress American viewpoints they oppose. On Tuesday, the State Department announced visa sanctions against a former top European Union official and 4 others accused of suppressing American viewpoints. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the group led censorship efforts, among them former EU Commissioner Thierry Breton. The sanctions bar all 5 from traveling to the United States. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Aaliyah Bryant.
And we head now to a quick break. When we return, we'll have your midday sports report.